So I'm on the top of the world highway, which is a bit of a misnomer. I don't think you could really consider this a highway. If we were farther south, I think you'd call it a backcountry road. Um, so far, it's been hasn't been quite as bad as I thought it might have been. It's always a challenge, to try to determine what road conditions really are like when you're asking people, because it's you get interesting responses, mixed responses depending on the context and who you're talking to. So I was getting everything from when I had asked some of the locals, they would say that, oh yeah, it's not so bad, a little bit soft, a little bit sandy here and there, and some ruts and potholes, but yeah, you should probably be all right. Then you talk to somebody that just came off it, and they would say, oh my God, it was one of the worst experiences. The road is just terrible. You're not gonna ride that thing on it, are you? There's no way, and blah, blah, blah. But then you realize that it really depends on the experience of the person you're talking to. If they've never been on a road, off-road driving or riding, and depending on what their age and experiences are, that's going to change their opinion of it. So it's always hard to tell. But I will admit I was quite concerned about this stretch. And of course, I'm not through it yet, so I can't really say for sure what I have ahead of me, but I'm about, I think, around 5 kilometers from the Canada-US border, the border between Yukon and Alaska. This is the most northerly border in North America, most northerly border crossing. It's called Little Gold on the Canadian side. And I'm not exactly sure why it exists. I'm going to have to ask them, because I guess just for tourists that come through here, because I don't think there's any mining up at this level. Very high elevation. I've climbed quite a bit. Right now I'm about 1,400 meters. And if you kind of see the area around me, I've moved up. There's very few trees up here. In fact, where I am right now, there's no trees. Well, I guess there is some really short 1 meter things, little scrubby things here and there. As I was coming up out of the Yukon River Valley, there were, a lot of spruce and some trees down there, of course, but then it didn't take long for them to start to disappear. The weather's been kind of mixed. I think it's smoke that I'm seeing. It kind of smells like it. I didn't realize there was any fires up here, at least not that I'd heard of. It did rain a little bit last night, which I think has been helping with the dust on the road. The road itself has been kind of mixed, a little bit of pavement here and there. They do seem to put gravel across it, but that gets a bit soft in spots where you can swish around somewhat. The old pavement, where there is old pavement, it is full of potholes, so you got to dodge those, but it hasn't been too bad so far. Anyhow, I got a really early start this morning. I left at about 5:30, and I think I've seen 2 vehicles so far. One just passed me here heading towards the border, and I stopped a little while back, and there's a gal that came through and stopped to make coffee. But all of them have been conventional vehicles, so I haven't seen any real serious tricked out vehicles yet, but I do know that they come through here, especially the bikes. A lot of those cross country bikes with the BMWs and that are quite tricked out. See a lot of them around. I think they kind of chuckle when they see me and on the Spider. But so I'll carry on. Well, I don't know what I have in front of me. Some of the word that I got was that when you get to the Alaska side, I'm heading towards a place called Chicken, Alaska. That the road is pretty rough, and a lot of ups and downs, but we'll see. Anyhow, so far, so good.